Troopers and grinders, Hank the Tank is here to discuss the MECCA and some interesting updates regarding the tournament. It's coming to an end very soon, Troopers and grinders. 1 week left, one event left, and Hank the Tank is in the final four. That's right. I made it to the MECCA finale, guys. Trust in Hank the Tank's picks because gets the method of victory right. He often gets the fighters right. I've been on a pretty hot streak recently. There was a time, though. There was a time where I could barely get above 50% on predictions. Hello, Hank. Hey, Charles Smith, how's it going, man? I was gonna have Vinny the Guinea on to discuss updates because he was recently, sadly, he left. He was done with the clown show on Kick or anywhere. He's what I've heard from him is that, you know, it's a chapter in his life and he's moved on and he's learned a lot of great lessons, sort of like Sansa with Littlefinger. But now he's, you know, moving on to other pastures, some of them with me. So it's going to be very interesting what happens in the future. But I think he enjoyed his time with Clown, but it seems like he's just moved on. And it's a shame. He's out of the MECCA DTA. And the final four coming down to Useless, Hank, Larry, and Charles Smith. Two of which, actually, three of the four are here right now. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. Anything that's MECCA is good shit. Hey, what's going on, Larry? CTM, the MECCA. God, I wish Vinny was here. He could, you know, he could lie down and extend his hands and pray at the cabal, you know. Oh, Grandma, I'm going to the final. Oh, God, I don't know how long I can take it, Grandma. This might be my final resting place. Oh, Grandma. Oh, so good. You sick fellow. I'm telling you what. But, yeah, it was a big day. Clown Show finally came back, went live, got me super fucking stressed out for a while there. Oh, God. Just squeezed out of a hot one. God damn it. Oof. Ooh, it's infiltrating my airspace. Jesus Christ, get it away from me. But, so yeah, he came back, shockingly. Clown came back. I believe it was, when was this? It's on Monday, right? Monday Night Raw. Yeah, pal. No, it was Saturday. Jeez, all the way back to Saturday. Fuck me. I am losing my marbles, man. I'm getting dementia early on. But yes. Ooh. Blast off 360. Giuliano was live earlier laughing about owing Charles Smith money. He said Charles Smith can come and get it. I wouldn't be saying that in relation to Charles Smith. I would not be daring Charles Smith to do anything, to be honest. Seems that, you know, everybody's got something that he owes him. It's because he makes so many fucking bets. He's like, you know, just addicted to it, you know. It's just unfortunate. It's why every time that he asked me if I wanted to bet him, I was like, I'm good. Nope. And because I knew that it'd just be nothing but trouble. And I've just noticed that like half, maybe a little above half of people that make bets with him end up just hating him at the end of the day. So it's just not worth it. Not worth the beef. I don't want the money he takes from his father. Ouch. It was interesting. So Clown was back on Saturday just to give some updates. He didn't even know the MECCA was still going on. Heard maybe from ear that it was continuing. Larry and I eventually showed up on panel and we made the eliminations. Shout out to Big Ear for keeping it together. And I'm sorry that I had to eliminate him, but I had to do it for this boy right over here, good old Charlie Smith, because dude's had my back for quite a while. And I felt like it was up to me to return the favor. So I did him a solid, man. And I hope that the four who are here in the final four for the MECCA, that we all have each other's backs at the end of the day. Because I think at one point we were all together in one big alliance. So got to keep the alliance solid, guys. and I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. I don't know if I've told anybody this yet, but when I win, there's going to be some cuts. Well, not if I win. I will cuts of what I've made will be spread down to you guys, especially the final four. If you win, and I can promise you that. All right. So, thanks, Hank. So I hope you guys can return the favor if you do the same. That we can all be one big tight knit group. I'm gonna try my damnedest to win, though. I will try to get first place. Fucking hell or high water. I'm taking some risks. Yeah, I noticed Giuliano and them seem to deflect a lot of the hate onto you. Meanwhile, you are becoming successful. Yeah, it's weird. It's just tough because some people really get offended by minor shit. Like, that's not me. I'm only pissed at you if you do something crazy. And even then, like, I still end up forgiving a lot of these dudes at the end of the day. Like, how come I ended up, doing shit with no chill over and over and over again, despite him doing some of the worst shit anybody's ever done to me in this MMA community. I'm a very easy forgiver. I'm very quick to forgive, whether that's a fault of mine or not, No matter what, man, it was awesome. Yeah, it was. And even when Clown was off the air, it was I still put 110% into it because I thought, might as well see this through to the very end. And what do you know, it's gotten to the very end. It was nice hearing Clown's voice again. He's just fun to watch. Very, very entertaining. Always creates some drama and some buzz. So, I tuned in. Fortunately, those motherfuckers woke no joke, and I don't know what the other guy's name was. I think it's Gary Oakes. It's probably Mailson, if I'm being honest, because his stuff was more tame and little petty jabs. But woke no joke is legitimately a fucking psychopath. Like, he's snapping on fucking everybody. Like, at what point, if the Clown ever does come back regularly, like, at what point do we, put him on the boat and make him walk the plank and send him packing? Because that dude is fucking toxic, just gotta say. But yeah, people were dogpiling me again because of shit involving Giuliano and drama and Kyle Franklin, who I've forgiven, by the way, and hope that he's doing well, but probably won't speak to him too much. We'll do the same, Hank. Appreciate it, Larry. Very competitive tournament. Both of them were, yeah. And but dude, Larry, man, he's what is it, like ranked number 3, number 5? He's in the upper echelon. Hey, what's up, fellas? Hey, Fidis na Capitana Rafuco. Good to see you, man. I try to attend your streams whenever I can, and if I can't, I try to give it a like. So I'm glad that you're here hanging out with the boys. But I try my best to help. Supper Fucho. Doing good. Eucelius making a stream tonight at 11:30 p.m. I'll try to tune in if I've got the time. You excited for Christmas? I actually am, because I got some interesting gifts for some people. Like I have some gifts that I got from India that I'm going to be giving to some relatives, and also I found something in Oregon that I might just give to a parent. That I just found, and I was just like, damn, this would make a pretty good gift. So just like, man, maybe. So I'd be able to surprise them with a nice little gift that we could enjoy for the holiday season. So that was good. I think it's going to be fun. And also, there is one thing that I really want, and I am not someone who often makes a list of things that I want long term, like starting in October, like, oh, I want this for Christmas. I've never been one to really want anything. Maybe a year or two, like something specifically involving Lego sets. And then, I sort of outgrew Lego, and Lego started doing sets of these shitty ass fucking media brands. And I was just like, I'm done. And yeah, honestly, I don't need much, man. I got my computer, I got the internet, got work to do. Trying to keep myself in shape, healthy. Like every day's a blessing. Every day you do something different. So I've never really been one to want gifts, but there is, I because my parents really asked me to think about it. And I got some ideas. So, ooh. Jesus. So yeah, I definitely have some ideas this time. Second in Tapology for UFC picks heading into 323, but this card has plenty of toss-ups. Yeah, especially towards, I think, like the prelims, end of the prelims. Yeah. I got some ideas, though. Kobe Wiggle, I sent you a T-bone steak in the mail for Christmas. I hope you enjoy it, bud. Nice. I'm sure the Aussie will be chewing into that with great vigor. I love the Polar Express. Yeah, that's a classic. Tom Hanks is the conductor and that nosy little kid with the glasses. Although there were some weird numbers in the middle of that I don't quite like. But the rest of it is pretty good in my opinion. Kobe Wiggle, I sent you T-Bone, yeah. T-Bine. Hank, hey, Anakin Sky. Big Anakin, Big Onk, how's it going? Big Benoit. Get a new t-shirt and get rid of that Cena t-shirt. What, this one? Dude, I got this in Las Vegas when Cena won the title. I know his run has been sort of shit recently, but it doesn't mean that John Cena still isn't one of the greatest to ever lace up a pair of boots. He's had some decent matches with Dominic, had a good match with AJ, so I'm not getting rid of a t-shirt I got at fucking WrestleMania. Are you smoking crack? Polar Express is a great movie. I have to watch it again. Good. It's good. I think it's good. It's great for nostalgia, that's for sure. But anyway, yeah, so what else happened? Yeah, I literally had to show up on camera during the MECCA, and I fucking tore Woke No Joke to shreds. That pussy fucking, you know, he told me he'd show up on panel, and then he ducked the fade, man. So what are you going to do about it? And then we made the eliminations. I think Cam Hassel was in there. It's interesting, but the drama between Cam Hassel and Clown, I've done way worse streams than what Cam's done regarding Clown, and I don't know how those two are somehow having bad blood, you know. Clown, I was forgiven for the Frownfo stream. I was not eliminated for that, and I'm thankful. I feel like I'm sort of lucky for that. But come on, it was entertaining. It was pretty good, right? Like, it was just clean, fun. Hank makes fun of everybody sort of stream, even himself. So it's nothing offensive. Douglas Memo said he knows what Anakin looks like. Memo said Anakin is like a 5'5" version of Mavzar Evloev. Yeah, I mean, Douglas Memo is just crazy. Douglas Memo is legit crazy. He's tried to dox me. He's threatened to go after God knows who. Mentioning real names, trying to find addresses, fucking claiming he'll fly out, you know, to places. It's all an act, man. He's just a chicken shit, man. He'll say that to anybody who crosses him. He even fucking threatened to expose what Mila really looks like when she invited him on the stream to talk to her for like hours, and because she muted him once, he's making threats. Like, I've said this before, but the dude's a dog off a leash, fucking rabid dog, man. Yeah, it's not good. Cena's greatest achievement is getting smoked like a spliff at One Night Stand by RVD. That was a pretty damn good moment. That was 2006, right? It was One Night Stand 2006, and the Cena threw his shirt into the crowd, and then the crowd fucking threw the shirt back into the ring right on the ring rope. That was one of the greatest wrestling moments ever. It happened like fucking 4 or 5 times. And then Edge came back in a fucking motorcycle helmet, and RVD won the title, man. But remember, RVD had that thing for like, I don't know if it was either 2 months or 2 weeks, And then Edge just fucking speared him in a 3-way and won the title. What a fucking ripoff, you know? Wasn't it some shit involving marijuana in the car with Sabu or something? What a fucking waste, dude. I mean, he was probably wasted at the time, but you don't fucking take the belt off someone for that. Same lame jokes. I don't even think they're jokes. I think Douglas is legitimately just trying to fucking strike nerves with people and piss people off. And I don't know who that guy's friends with, honestly. I don't know if he's got any. How to watch Clown stream. I missed it. Let me take a look. I think it's up. Is it still up? Yeah, it's there. It's on Clown Show Live on Kick. Clown Show Live on Kick. That is the place to find it. So go to Kick and then type in Clown Show Live. Memo don't know Foucault. Yeah. I think Memo has a lot of frustration because he has deep feelings for Mila, but Mila's passed around. Honestly, I mean, I've already started shit with them, so why stop? Why would you want to get back with a woman who took pictures of your phone, took screenshots of DMs and messages on your phone, and kept them around and publicly shared them on stream? Why would you want to stay with someone like that? Pretty on the outside, maybe? Do we really? We can't confirm that she's even hot, you know? Like her friend, like Vinny told me her friend didn't stand up for her and be like, oh no, she's beautiful, she's pretty. Like she couldn't even allude to that. She couldn't even acknowledge that Mila looked good when Mila even asked, you know? Clown said on his live stream, even when Mila was drunk, she did not show herself on camera when she was drunk. Why would he? I mean, I can understand the need to respect your own privacy and not, get people looking for you, but I think it goes further than that. I don't think she looks the best, and she's, how to put it? I think she's trying to hide the truth that maybe she doesn't look the best in order to continue to court men's favor. Agreed about the Cena t-shirt thing at One Night Stand. That was amazing. Yeah, I mean, all the ECW One Night Stand shows were great, and then WWE just had to sink their claws into it, make it a weekly TV show. Stupid fucking silver strap, bad talent getting the belt, Punk getting screwed over. Just didn't feel like ECW. Too many WWE talent. They should have kept the old heads around and introduced some new superstars, like make it like NXT. I'm sure that Paul Heyman had a million ideas that were shot down. Still up on the Kick. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I'm not lying. Memo said Anakin showed him sparring or training footage of himself and compared him to a little guy version of Mavzar. Let it be known, guys. Let me warn you all. Do not share anything with Douglas Memo. Do not share anything with him. Because, he's probably friends with Giuliano for a reason. If you share something with him, he will, and you lose favor with him, he is going to snap on you in an instant and share whatever private shit you shared with him. Be careful who you make friends with here, guys. Be careful. Thanks. I saw it was up. I was hoping it was the same one you were talking about. Yes, it was. It was actually pretty fun. There was a lot of stuff I probably blanked out on. I was walking through the park and the cell service was fucking awful, so I couldn't hang out. But times I did, Woke No Joke was just being an a-hole. Yeah, casuals. Hey, Degenerate Dane, good to see you. How's it going? Animal Room rejects we are. Yeah, especially now that the sport of MMA is just sort of down the tubes and UFC's in trouble over that betting scandal and everything. We are definitely rejects. Maybe Vinny and Idaho have a point. Rhonda's going to get murked. Oh, she's going back to boxing, right? Isn't she boxing some like Taylor woman or something? Who was it? Ronda Rousey. She's not returning to the cage. Yeah, Katie Taylor. Boxing. Oof, yeah. She's going to look worse than any other fight that she's had, man. She's not going to have a face after Taylor's done with her. She's lucky if she gets knocked down in the first round and just sent out of there. I don't give a fuck if the decision's rigged. It's the legendary line, isn't it? It was the height of my passion, height of my anger and frustrations, and my fanboyish nature of the sport. People think that I was like, I hate MMA because of that, but I was more just angry for Carlos Leal, and I was just worried that Rebecca was going to get screwed over against Oral By. So, yeah, there's a context to it. It is a legendary soundbite. I'm sure that Isha still uses it. Degenerate Dane, I actually got to get some info from you. Is Isha still like devoting streams to getting angry at me? And like, are there still moments where I'm like not even in the room and he's still talking shit? Because that's crazy, man. I haven't spoken to him in might be close to a year. I mean, it's not a year yet, but it's been a little bit. If he's still bringing me up, like, dude, come on. Just let me back into your community at that point and just like let me be your friend again, because if you're talking about me that much, it's clear you're not over me, you know? Me and Ant Williams live streamed Friday night fights from the Rampart Casino. Nice. Ant William, yeah, that's another member of the City Life Project community, right? I applaud your evolving maturity. Thank you, Degenerate Dane. I think I feel better doing shit on my own. And now that I'm on my own and having to create my own success, I think it's a humbling experience. And it's made me, you'd think it'd be the opposite. You'd think if I was with other people that it would make me more mature. But you got to realize that hanging out with other MMA influencers, it sort of pulls the immaturity out of you because you're in friendships and there's business involved and all sorts of different characters, one this and that. And I know it sort of drives you crazy a little bit once you have to like be part of a collaborative thing week to week. I think it was just tough. I think we needed to separate from each other. Now, that doesn't mean it's completely over between us, and we have some plans on the horizon, is what I will say. But yeah, it was sort of good to have my distance, especially with No Chill involved and Idaho. And shockingly, the clown show has bitten me in the butt way less than interacting with No Chill did, by 1,000,000%. Gotta say. Doesn't talk shit. Only uses I don't give a fuck if the decision's rigged on Granite channel. Yeah, it's weird within the Granite because he and me, I thought we were friends for a while. He was sharing very personal stuff, and he was nice to me. And whenever I was in his streams, I tried to be very good with him. And then No Chill did an impression, and I don't fault No Chill for it. I think it was a pretty funny impression, but Bobby Nizzo's people sort of reached out to him and told him, oh, Hank's talking shit. Next thing you know, he's threatening this, threatening that, insult this, insult that, like I never knew him, just immediately assumed that his friends were correct, that I was being a piece of shit. And he just sort of at first cut me off, and then I told him the truth, and then he was like, okay, we're cool. And then I messaged him, and he was done. He didn't message me back, so that told me that might be time to end this thing. I'm laying in bed, just lotioned up. Jesus Christ, are you waiting for somebody? Is now that Diddy's finally out of the jailhouse, is coming to your place? Have got to be careful. You're armed. You got to be careful in case Diddy shows up. I get it. Blast off. Come up with something clever. Sounds like something from Game of Thrones. We need Clown back. Yeah, it's fun with the Clown around. I think when I did that Frownfo stream, that told me that people needed that energy. People needed that kind of fun and drama and, interpersonal things. And he's got a great voice too. Yeah, I think people really loving that stream told me that there's an audience that wants it. So it's just tough. I think he is going through a bad situation. I hope he gets through that situation too, because he's got people that want it. That's that like his product. You know what I mean? I'm high. Good for you, Degenerate Dane. I'm not surprised, to be honest. I don't like drugs. I love drugs. He loves them with a passion. In fact, if you were allowed to marry drugs in this country, he would probably do it. He'd probably have a shotgun wedding with his Mary Jane. So it is what it is. Anyway, what else to say about the MECCA? So I am working real hard on these predictions, guys. I'm gonna have them out by tomorrow. Hank's preview and picks for UFC 323. Be there, be square. I'm honestly not afraid to share them because I don't know the Final Four to really steal my picks or do any of that. But yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do as a channel. And it's amazing that I've gotten this far, even though I post my predictions every single week. That tells me it really doesn't matter too much, unless my teaser was still in the MECCA, in which case I would be very careful. What's DTA? It's Clown Show's MECCA tournament. Don't trust anybody. It's based on the Stone Cold Steve Austin catchphrase. DTA worked rock. Don't trust nobody. And he says, "Don't trust nobody," which is an N and not an A. But yeah, that's basically the DTA is don't trust anybody, rock. Don't trust DTA Vance. So, it's obvious that Clown's a big wrestling fan. And here's another thing to mention from the MECCA stream. Clown wants to do something with wrestling at some point. If he keeps going with content, he wants to have some people that can analyze some wrestling with them. Who did he reach out to? I think he reached out to Charles and said, "Hey, Charles, if you're a passionate wrestling fan, I'd love to have you on to do some analysis with me." And Charles Smith was like, "Oh yeah, sure, Clown. I've been looking at 1996 WWF. I'd love to do that with you." And I'm happy for Charles if that does end up happening. But I know a little bit about wrestling myself. I'm surprised the Clown didn't reach out to me, since I basically did Survivor Series predictions with him before the event started. I'm surprised I wasn't a candidate, but that's fine. I'm sure whoever he picks will be great. But yeah, he's out. He's on hiatus for a little bit, and we'll see. So, and Vinny, Vinny left the Clown behind. Vinny is going to be doing his own thing. He has another avenue for YouTube. Let's just put it that way. And he wants me involved. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens, guys. I might take on the work. If it does pan out, it'll be a huge success for the both of us. And I definitely think that's the case. I can tell you with all my heart, I think it'll be the case. I think Clown will have you on, Hank. He was just throwing out the idea. Yeah. It sucks, man. I don't want to have a segment where we discuss what the bad situation is, because I think that would be pushing it too much. But yeah, it's just tough, man. We don't know what's going on with him. He's telling us it's bad, so he might be gone for quite a bit. It's just tough. I think he has a lot of potential. I mean, obviously, I can't say that because he's had a MMA YouTube career since the early 2010s. So it's not like, he hasn't used that potential, but there's probably still a lot more that he can do. You know what I mean? 1996 is pretty good. I'm up to May. Can't wait for Vince to stop announcing, though. Yeah. Oh, what a maneuver by Shamrock. He's got Owen Hart got the cover. 1, 2. Oh no. Oh no. That's gotta be Kane. the one good call he made. The other one was like, "Oh, look over the heartbreaking Shawn Michaels. A boyhood dream has come true for Shawn Michaels. Yeah, pal. I'm here joined by the Macho Man, ready to say, Gee, he sounds like he's about to have a stroke. 1, 2, I get down. And no. Oh, that incredible switch kick from Shawn Michaels. That high kick from Shawn Michaels. They got him into some sort of collar tie-up. What a maneuver. I've never seen that move before in my life. Oh, we believe you, Vince. You know. Oh! That's just his voice. He just does that every single time. And that's not his voice, by the way. That is just a fake voice. And in reality, his voice is like this, pal. Oh, it'll be good. Now, do it. Yeah, that's good. We make movies. Oh, he's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. Yeah. Come on, Miz. Be the Rock. You can do it. We make movies. We make movies, Mick. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do, Jimmy? Yeah. Well, what would you do, Punk? Well, how do you want to do business here, pal? Great impression. Yeah, his voice is way lower and more gravelly and sort of baritone. He tried his best to keep that thing sort of raised up. It's interesting. He's always been involved, like since like late 70s, early 80s. Like Vince was doing interviews with Andre the Giant and a bunch of other wrestlers. So Vince has always been around. So that's never been a problem. Is an incredible heel too, in wrestling and in real life. But Super Anakin, Super Charles Smith. How are you doing, Capitan Refucho? It's obviously got a stream coming up, but I don't know if it's my place to say this, but he's had some tough times, old Capitan Refucho with the streaming career. I hope he finds something that really works and so he doesn't have to worry so much. Do you think all presidents are put in office? Do you really think people voted for Trump? I think the second time around is really suspect, especially with all the shit that Elon was doing, all the meddling he was doing, admitting to election crimes, like changing up the ballots that certain names didn't count, certain demographics were limited in their votes. I think the second time around there really could have been some tampering. I do think so. In the first one, I sort of get it. Hadn't had a Republican in a while. There's someone who was, big talker, had a lot of energy, had a lot of charisma. I think the first one probably did go to Trump for a reason. I think people were getting sick of the establishment for one reason or another. And Trump was popular back then. But second time around, when he's a dying, aging fool and this woman who's like 30s, 40s is challenging him and, she seems like a fresh face. She's got Tim Walz as the VP, Really? He won with the mascara wearing JD Vance? They really did that without any corruption at all? That I find a little harder to believe. I couldn't believe it myself when it happened. So I think there could have definitely been some chicanery there. How could they possibly count votes all one day? They technically don't. They count like most of the ballots like 2 or 3 days after the election. But they have little assumptions on where the votes are going to go. I do always find that strange, though, that they call things super early, because corruption does happen with calling states and elections early. Rafuncho. Hey, Charles Smith. Hank, what's your thoughts on Elon calling Jews the peak whites? I think he's definitely sucking Netanyahu underneath the desk. As Vinny told me, he kissed the wall. When his dad asked him what the fuck's wrong with Elon, Vinny said he kissed the wall. He kissed the wall. Wonderful, big, beautiful wall. Great wall, right? Like the Great Wall of China. We like to say that Great Wall. Lots of bricks, and I love it so much I feel like smooching it. I feel like slobbering all over it like I do with Melania. Whenever I can get my hands on her. She fled to France. Why did she flee to France? Why didn't she play golf with me and Bryson DeChambeau? What's wrong with that woman? Is she sad that Ghislaine Maxwell got put behind bars? Is that why she fled? Why doesn't she love me? What the hell? Not in the AM, bro. Yeah, Elon. It's strange. We've have a modern movement of um Zionist Nazis, Jewish Nazis. How fucking horrific is that? You take Zionists, you take Nazis, and you fucking jam them both together. That's a horrific combination right there. So, yeah, it's like the worst of both worlds. But yeah, I think that Elon's really is. I mean, his heart goes out to you, but you know, Netanyahu and the IDF, they got the Nazi mentality, and I think that's why he likes them. Isn't it odd? Charlie Kirk's wife is acting shady, and it was a former beauty pageant with Trump, dating it back to 2012. Yeah, that's really interesting, isn't it? It's almost like she's not only trying to get involved in politics, she's touching her dead husband's hand when he's in the casket, holding his hand, the hand of a corpse, with no expression on her face, like it's nothing. And then she's running to take his place immediately after he leaves, trying to Christianize the party, wearing tight pants at a funeral memorial, and then fucking just stroking and hugging closely JD Vance. And then meanwhile, JD doesn't have his wedding ring on, or Usha doesn't have it. I forget who, but someone doesn't have their wedding ring in the Vance and Usha relationship. It's real creepy, isn't it? She's tied to Trump too. They tells me that they made some sort of deal. You know, I don't know if Kirk's shooting was from other sources. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny that, but there's some creepy shit happening from some people after he's gone. They are not reacting the way that, you know, we think they would. You know what I mean? They're doing really strange things for really strange purposes. I think there's some corruption involved. I think some people are trying to get to the top of something. At the very least, they are exploiting this. And oh, that's bad. Sorry. At worst, it's like they're handing it. And weirder. What grieving women would be all over the stage? I know. No emotion on her face, man. None at all. Pure greed and purpose in her eyes. So creepy. She's motivated. Why? Immediately after someone dies? Your husband? No short period to grieve. You're immediately in the fold. Either Charlie chose a winner and he chose someone who's just like him, a freaky political zealot, or you know, she's got some involvement in something. What are your thoughts on Colombian president warning Trump to not wake the Jaguar with threat of a military strike? Based from Colombia, dude. Colombia chose a great president, someone who wasn't going to tolerate any corruption or bullshit, socialist, been doing good shit for his country. And hey, if you want a war with fucking Latin America, you've got one, you fat motherfucker. You want to kill innocent fishermen and boats with military strikes for no fucking good reason other than pure sadism and pageantry, they can easily strike back, and by twofold. So keep on playing with them. Trump's fans all abandon him. By the way, I have homeboys from Chicago who said he sold out to the corrupt elites. And Vance, he's a fraud. Yeah, JD Vance is so fucking irritating that he's literally having interviews with MSNBC, CBS, CNBC, whatever. He's literally having interviews with news channels fucking hung up on. by the hosts. Like, oh yeah, well, you refused to answer my question, didn't say anything substantial or clearly trying to dodge it, and I'm done with you. All right, that was my interview with JD Vance. And JD was literally like, wait, hold on, I want to say, hung up on, because he's so fucking annoying, because he can't relate to anybody. He has no likability about him, no charisma. I've seen videos of him going to food places and be like, hi, you know I am. Oh yeah, I'm running for vice president. I'm in the Republican Party. Pretty impressive, huh? So could I get 2 scoops of pistachio, or what is that called? Or yeah, you know me. I'm running. He's such a piece of fucking shit, dude. Just like him. That's why Trump probably picked him. His ego was just as big. But it's going to be they're going to be shooting themselves in the foot once DJT sort of, snaps the mortal coil, because he is not looking good, by the way, guys. He is looking deathly ill, deathly sick. He's looking on death's door. So I don't know, man. JD's going to probably have to take his place at some point. When everybody likes these betting markets that are expecting outcomes. I'm sure there's one of like, is Trump going to survive 4 more years before the next presidential election? And probably the favorite is going to be that he's not, because dude is having all sorts of health issues, caking up his hands, with purple blotches on his hands, having mini strokes, can't even keep his balance. What else? Oh, the cankles. Like that. What did they say his condition was? Oh shit. It's like, what did they say Trump had? I'm gonna look this up. A chronic venous insufficiency. That's right, chronic venous insufficiency. Dude's fucking falling asleep in his chair, man, during meetings. He has to get led around by the Japanese prime minister because he doesn't know where he's going. Dude was calling Biden old and a walking corpse and all that stuff, but how the tables have turned, DJT. You think JD Vance will be president after Trump's run is over? Yeah. I think he'll be president because Trump's going to die in office. I think Trump's dying in office, being honest. I don't think he's lasting 4 years. I think Vance is going to take his place, and then he's going to run on the same shit that his Lord and Savior Donald Trump did before, and he's going to lose in a landslide. Because the dude can't do anything without Trump. I doubt he has his own agenda, man. I think a lot of his shit is based in Project 2025, which that dude probably made his fucking Bible, and the message is not going to get through to anybody. He's going to get the floor mopped with whoever his opponent is going to mop the floor with him. So, yeah. So I think he's going to be president because Trump's going to die, and then he's going to lose the 2028 election in a landslide. I miss Biden. He was comedy with the ice cream. Yeah. At least he was funny. At least at times he seemed competent. At least, I mean, aside from Israel, he fucked up on Israel massively, but so has Donald. Clearly, he hasn't done anything to stop this genocide. Done literally nothing. Best he did was stop him from nuking Iran. So that's what Donald's done. He's done nothing about the genocide. Zero. He wants condos built there. Imagine your kids being Indian. It probably fueled his insanity even more, especially since he hates minorities. I mean, he works with fucking Stephen Miller every day, so probably just makes him more and more of a self-hating man. Do not redeem, sir. Do not redeem, sir. Do not redeem. Do not redeem. I'm gonna type in the card. I'm gonna type in the combination on the card. Do not redeem. Do not redeem. Do not redeem. Does Trump get sewer slided though? I mean, by Putin, probably. By Mamdani, maybe. I think he's given Mamdani privileges now. I like Mama Donnie. Mama Donnie. Trump ruined the UFC. Yeah, they're having them do this shitty-ass White House card, which means no super cards for us until then. Who knows if that event even happens? Can you imagine Trump dying before that event? Can you imagine Trump fucking keels over before they can even do that event and the whole thing gets canceled? Oh my God. Dude, it would be the biggest fucking catastrophe ever. UFC's praying for Trump's health. Because if that dude keels over, that event is done. No fucking chance. They've wasted months. And that would have been insane. The UFC can't catch a break now. It's almost like whenever you work with the devil, it fucking backfires on you. Trump's all about the money. Yeah, for himself and his rich pedo friends. Trump has people like Mailston in his fan base. That's enough said. Womp, womp, womp. It's a little, Jeffrey Emailstein. I have a feeling JD is going to divorce his Indian handler and marry his Mossad handler, Erica. Ugh. Gross. Then he's really in the family, inbred. At least it's better than a couch. Trump's the Antichrist. Connor snapped his leg during the event he was at. I'm surprised no one's ever literally fucking flipped Trump off, like in the cage. I wonder if they get worried, like, oh, is Dana going to cut me if I flip Trump off? You know? Why isn't one person, like, during a post-fight promo just fucking lambasted him, you know? Unfortunately, we just got too many fucking tards and mentally handicapped idiots fucking in the UFC. All of them worship Trump. They have no idea how politics work. Yeah, it's just sad. Where's Vinny? I invited him on. I said, hey man, I'm gonna stream in a little bit. And I said 5 minutes, and then I called him and he didn't answer. So either his phone died or he went to work or something. But yeah, it didn't work out this time. Sorry to tell you, but maybe next time. Email from Mailstein. Yeah, Mailstein. Dana is a bad man. He didn't even go to his parents' funeral. He hates his mother. He said that his mother hated him, had no love for him. I wonder if the opposite was true as well. I don't know. There are certain guys. Dana's sort of like Trump. There are certain guys that he just fawns over and defends and protects at any moment, just because like they have something over him, or they're making him money, or they're a star. But I mean, look at how he worshipped Khabib and Conor, But anyone who's not a star, he's just an asshole too. Just doesn't consider at all. Like, what else to say? I mean, the fact that he's friends with Trump shows that he's corrupt. Shows the UFC's corrupt and focused on making money. Working with fucking Paramount after what they did to Colbert. You're working with Paramount. It shows that they have no idea what's going on. They don't care. The only thing that Dana ever says about Trump is he's strong. Oh, he's strong. You asked him what any of his policies were or how his first presidency went and what happened. He wouldn't be able to tell you. He wouldn't be able to tell you, oh, Build Back Better bill's a piece of shit. Oh, the tax breaks were good for me, but not for anybody else. I like that he banned Muslims. Like, come on. Like, if you press him, he'll have nothing to say. You can't say anything about him. Dude doesn't understand a lick about politics. He just knows Trump, and he knows that he's powerful, and he knows that he's friends with him because Trump saved the UFC in the early 2000s. And you know what? Trump, and guess what their reward is? Now the FBI is investigating them for a betting scandal. Good job working with Trump. Now look where it's gotten you. Fucking Kash Patel and his cronies are now investigating the UFC and might fucking make it go belly up. So a lot of good it's done you. And I'm sure that White House event is going to be perfect. I bet he lied about that. Yeah, it could be opposite. They might think that Dana's a fucking nightmare, fucking demon. He was involved in the mob. Dude was taking, bribes and favors and was loaning out to mafiosos in Boston, right? With some fucking jazz exercise fight thing that he was doing. And when he couldn't give him the money, he fled. And then he worked with, who are they? The brothers, right? And they're involved with the fucking mob, former mafiosos. He's working with them to make the UFC. And then he needs Donald fucking Trump to keep the UFC afloat, and in the Middle East and Qatar and Saudi Arabia. Look at the fucking company he keeps, guys. All fucking scum of the earth, all fucking hellspawn. Who are those brothers again? They're literally members of the mob. Oh yeah. Frank and Lorenzo Fertitta, the Fertitta brothers, literal fucking former mob members. Got loans from mob boss. Needed the UFC to be saved when Donald Trump helped him in 2001. Works with the with members of the Saudi Arabian government, hanging around some real shitty people. And now he's involved in sports washing, and he's fucking sucking the dick of boxing, and who knows what fucking people he's working with for that money laundering scheme and power slap. Dude aligned himself with the scum of the earth. No, I mean, he's probably one of them. And he claims he called Cash the FBI about the betting scandal is so corrupt. Yeah, no way he called them. He probably just got investigated suddenly. Dude's in trouble. You now remember the gloves they took away for John Jones' return? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. They had the fucking gloves that pushed the fingers down, and they let him go back up for Jones's fight. Yeah, no principles. You rather eat brownies or chocolate chip cookies? Depends on the chocolate chip cookie. If it's good dough and it's from the right company, I'd say chocolate chip cookies. Wait, the Fertitta brothers are from the mob too? That's how he's alive then, because the Boston guys from the mob wanted him dead. Now you're onto something, Ian, Gary's husband. I think you hit the nail on the head with the walnuts in them. Oh, hallelujah. Yes, sir. I fully agree. So his mother hated him because he was putting his family in danger. The mob probably showed up to his home threatening. Yeah, he was a good fella. Sounds like classic fucking good fella shit to me. What else to say? What else to put it? Because we've been going along this road. I need to watch more MMA on Point videos, because they have all sorts of stuff about Dana White and the UFC and how they're in trouble and all these scandals. Fucking dude, those trials with the former fighters almost bankrupted the UFC. They just can't help but shoot themselves in the foot and try to get away with corrupt shit. Like, maybe this is their karma. Maybe this is finally where the road meets an impasse, I don't know. I think they've come to the end of their rope. They better pray this Paramount deal can keep them around for a little while. But then again, if FBI shuts them down, there's really nothing they can do aside from maybe start a side promotion or something, right? I don't know if MMA is going to die as a sport, but the UFC might have to rebrand, Again, working with Paramount is very suspicious to me. Only good thing about the UFC mount up for Paramount is the fights are 9 p.m. East Coast instead of 10 p.m. East Coast. Yeah, that's good. Means we can finally end the events early before we can get some shut-eye, Oh, man, I'm getting honestly nervous about this upcoming UFC 323 card, because I think a lot of the picks seem pretty obvious to me, which tells me that this thing's going to come down to what you're picking for method of victory. I mean, there are some strategic things I'm considering in terms of picks, but God, it's tough, especially certain fights on the main card. If it comes down to the method of victory, I think Larry might just whoop my ass, but we'll see. The fact that NFL is doing better than the UFC right now is sad. I mean, the NFL's been successful for a long time. They've been a part of this nation's history since the 50s, so, I think it's hard to beat the NFL in popularity, but I mean, is there any major sport that the UFC is beating right now? Any sport? I bet college sports are more popular than the UFC. WWE is more popular than the UFC. Hopefully UFC can pick up the pace soon. Yeah, I think once this White House card is behind them, they might get back to work. I think the White House card and all the schedule mix-ups, and it's not like the events have been bad. I think they've actually been pretty good. Problem is that a lot of their champions and stars are now considered fucking boring in the casuals' eyes. That doesn't help with business. Makes a lot of people bored. Do you watch any other sports? I watch football. I watch football every weekend. My team, the Raiders, are doing absolute shit, so that never helps. My dad's always watching some Cal Bears games, but they're not doing great either. But what I am happy about is that the fucking Chiefs have a tied record so far, and I hope it keeps getting worse because I'm tired of those fuckers having awful records going into the playoffs, and then just dominating all the teams because they've done it before, and going to the Super Bowl every single time, win or lose. Like, it's just becoming boring at this point. I hope somebody beats the Chiefs as soon as the playoffs start, or they're knocked out of the playoffs entirely. So yeah, I'm glad that there's some switch ups. I'm glad the Bears are number one in the NFC North. Like, let's be real. I've always been a Bears fan. Always. I've grown on the Packers and the Lions, but dude, I love the Chicago Bears team. It's sort of one of my introductions to football was learning about William Refrigerator Perry and I think the guy with the sunglasses who was the quarterback, and then Sweet Pea, or I forget what his name was. Smooth, I forget. This other Singletary, I think, was in there as well. What a great football team! Iconic. They are the football team as far as I'm concerned. Miami Dolphins are Miami Dolphins, but everybody knows the Chicago Bears. Jim McMahon, that's it. Of course, he's a McMahon. Fucking Vince McMahon's starting the WWF, turning them into, a global company in 1985, and Jim McMahon's winning the Super Bowl with the Bears. See, I've always loved the Bears. Patriots, they were the evil empire for a while, and nobody liked them, but hey, I'll take them over the Chiefs, dude. And they're not doing it with Brady now; they're doing it with May. They're looking good. Like, I'm happy for Patriots fans. It was looking bad for them for a couple years. It's nice to see them finally putting the wheels together. And honestly, I don't fuck the Bills for never always being the bridesmaid, never the bride, and allowing the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl like fucking 4 or 5 times. You guys shit the bed every single year. Fuck you. You don't deserve to be number one in your division. Give it to the Patriots or give it to the Dolphins. Stop fucking fumbling and ruining the playoffs every single year. So yeah, the Bills, no Bills all the way this time. Bills fucking, they got a bad rep with me now. I've lost all good faith with the Buffalo Bills. MLB is down bad. It's big during playoffs only. Yeah. I only care about MLB during playoffs. These sports have way too many games. Way too many games. All these sports, basketball, you're having like 100-something fucking games before the season starts. You're having a tournament before the real tournament starts. Like, I don't give a shit. I'm not investing that long in fucking basketball. I did when the Warriors were on top, and that's it. Way too many fucking games. No wonder that dude who played with the Pacers, I like him. He's out on the sidelines. Last fucking game, he injures himself. Last fucking game. If he'd have had one less game on the season, maybe he wouldn't have injured himself. Halliburton, That's it. Patrick Halliburton, right? Something Halliburton. Yeah, Tyrese Halliburton. Fucking whole season ruined. He injured himself at the very end. Maybe if he had less fucking games. Patriots will win the bowl. Oh, sad, man. The evil empire strikes again. Drake, May. Damn. What a character. Go Bears. Da Bears. Laura Branigan sing self-control video is Illuminati as fuck. Interesting. Laura Branigan song self-control is Illuminati as fuck. I heard that song the other day when I was playing GTA Vice City. Oh, self-control. Oh, yeah. Self-control. Days on fire. Na, 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 na. Hold on. Yeah, I beat Vice City recently. I think it was like earlier this year. I love Vice City. It's a great GTA game. All the music there is great. I put like half the music there on my playlist. There's a big upset you can see happening Saturday night that scares you. Scares me. So far from what I've predicted, sort of scared McKinney is just gonna hit Chris Duncan with one punch and come out cold. Sort of worried that Duncan's gonna have his head taken off in 5 seconds, and that would be bad. Can Bryce Young be like Cam Newton? I don't think so. He's not as dominant at all. He's not as much of a powerhouse. He isn't consistent enough. But yeah, he's still good, still playing well with the Carolina Panthers. I hope they make the playoffs. They're fun to watch. They beat the LA Rams too. I fucking hate the Rams. So glad they got glad Panthers got a huge upset there. I'm rooting for them. I don't think they go very far though. Could see Torres pulling an upset. Those are the two fucking scary fights. Torres versus Dawson and McKinney versus oh God. Literally just saw his name. Chris Duncan. Although the co-main event, I'm a little worried about that one too. I have a certain fighter winning that maybe. So I'm scared for that fight regardless. I hope what I want to see happen does happen. That's all I will say. But I haven't my pick entirely yet. It's been an hour, so I probably got to go. Thank you guys all for watching. Appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to be signing off soon. Anything else you want to tell the Tank before he leaves and finishes his picks for UFC 323? Hopefully wins the whole damn thing with the DTA. Yeah, there are some nail biters. Definitely some nail biters. Though I don't want any of those. What's your daily live schedule? I try to do at least 3 streams during like weekdays. Always devote preview and picks to Thursday. Monday and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday I deviate a lot, so I'm not very consistent there. Sometimes I start on Monday, sometimes I start on Tuesday. I try to do something unique on Friday. Try to get something out on Friday, so expect that too. And are you a nighttime streamer? Not often. I usually stream in the middle of the day. Usually do it early, get it out of the way, can enjoy the rest of my day. But I tried to make the thumbnail for this project and did it sort of too late. Got it done too late. I had shit to do. Couldn't go live during the afternoon. And so I devoted it to the night. But I don't do nighttime streams too often. I usually try to just do it early in the day. So that, yeah. But when I have to, I do it nighttime. So, I mean, I found a new viewer that way. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. You never know. But yeah. That's going to do it, guys. Thank you all for watching. I've been Hank the Tank. You've been the Troopers and Grinders. And as always, you have escaped the war zone for now. You take my self-control. You take myself away. I get so scared. You take my self-control. I get scared. I want the night away.